Welcome back. Here we are, post tied down. Everyone's half dead. Everybody has gone back to work. Everybody is still feeling the buzz and the high from how cool it was. And how many friends were there. And how many people we got to see that we haven't seen in a long time. And people we've met online and talked to for the first time in person from any part of the country. It's quite interesting. It's interesting because everybody has had their own experience there. We all have our own individual things that we did, our own agendas that we may or may not have fulfilled during the 4 days. I know I did very well at meeting, completing my agenda. Maybe a few things here and there that I didn't do, but besides that, another huge success. Another, just watching from the outside, watching the tied down machine work is absolutely fucking astonishing. To see how professional everybody is, how everybody has their role, and it is all delegated accordingly. To see Curtis and Sam and Jimmy all in action all day, taking care of business, not a second to fucking stop and, even take a piss. It's wild to see how busy they are. And it's wild to see how happy they are at being so busy and being completely overwhelmed and fucking drowned by responsibilities and people pulling them in every direction constantly. Having responsibility of 2,500 people over 2 days, at the Russell, especially. The tied down, or the pre-shows are kind of their own one-off thing, but there's still a lot that goes into that. But the fest itself, god damn. It's cool to see all the old friends, all the new friends. It's not just a regular hardcore show. It is an event, an annual event that has brought a lot of people together in the best ways, and where everybody has made new friends and shared crazy memories, made new memories, talked about old memories. There's some people that only came for Have Heart. There's some people who live and breathe hardcore daily and book shows constantly and play in 10 bands. And then there's people like me that are not necessarily 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but they give what they can when they can. And it's still a deep burning fire inside of them that they can't let go for whatever reason. And it's for the best. It's a very small group of people in the grand scheme of things who look forward to any hardcore show or event. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's, just something we all have in common. Whew. I don't even know where to begin. We can start with Thursday, the Tied Down pre-show, the first one at Edgeman, screen printing, headlined by E-Town Concrete. You had Gridiron, Eyes Wide Shut, fucking Luck Runs Out, and Spirit of Vengeance. The band that blew me away the most on that night, honestly, was Spirit of Vengeance. This shit was hard. I've listened to them. I know they're from the greater Toronto area, if not very close to Toronto. To see them in action and all their friends come from over 4 hours away to come across the border, deal with all that bullshit, visas, whatever, currency exchange, finding places to stay, even though they probably, they even spend more money here. Like they take their Canadian money and they fucking lose money when they show up over here. But good for them. They did a Madball cover. I think it was New York City is what they did, if I remember correctly. What can I do? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it. And Luck Runs Out, their new songs were fucking awesome. Excited to hear them recorded. They did a hell of a job. A lot of people showed out for them as well. Shout out to all the Grand Rapids and West Michigan individuals that came completely out of their way, out of their weekly routine to come out here, which they do often. Big shout out to those guys, all of them, every single one of them. Too many to name. You know who you are. Some went home that night. Some stayed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night out here. 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Fuck it, make a weekend of it. It'll be worth it. But Gridiron was super awesome. Fucking Matt Carl comes out with the the Rip Hamilton face mask. As soon as I seen that, I almost fell over. But I was actually wondering how many people in that room. I'm not even a huge basketball fan. It's just that the Pistons were on fire, like 03, 04, 05, that era. And that was a huge deal. Detroit basketball. So for him to go out of the way, I'm sure he had a Rip Hamilton jersey. I don't know if he bought one on the fly, but to get the whole face mask and that shit was so fucking funny. If you know, you know. If you don't, you probably looked it up by now. But as you would expect, E-Town Concrete, Floor Show, Edgemen, in your fucking face. Just to hear those songs live for the first time ever is a huge bucket list thing. I had an opportunity to see them once before, but I had to leave the show. It was wild to see everybody sing along. Honestly, not the biggest reaction of the night. Gridiron definitely had a lot more people piling on, a lot more action, but the E-Town, the thing is there are some old heads at Edgemen. You don't see a lot of old heads often, but there was a lot of older people for E-Town. So I did notice that, which makes me think, will they come out to any other like old head band, or is it just a fun DIY space for the more modern under 10-year bands? I don't know. I enjoyed it either way. It was very special to me. But with that being said, that was a great night. Everybody had a blast. It was great to see some old faces. But I had to get to work the next day, so I ran home, fucking ate some Taco Bell on the way home, passed right out, woke up, went to work, and got excited for the day after. The day after was with day 2 of Tied Down at the Magic Stick. The opening band was Back for More. It's a newer hardcore band in the area. Austin Peters from D Block is drumming for them. I know he I just looked at Instagram and all I see, it's a post of Pete Morrissey. If you were there, he had mentioned on stage that he had gone to the hospital the night before, but I don't know if it's an old picture or not, but it's a picture of just like a biohazard sign on the door. And it says, "Pretty sweet that my room is right across from Biohazard out here in Torrington. Had no idea they were playing Charlotte tonight." That's pretty funny. Caught me off guard. Anyways, I'm looking for the Tied Down fucking pre-show day 2 lineup because I'm dumb as fuck and I forgot who else was on it. So, hold on. Back again, motherfucker. We talked about Back for More. I did not catch them. I didn't get there in time. Suffer No Fools. I caught them. Super good. When I got to the Magic Stick, if you were there, you know, you go in that front door, they check your ID, they put a wristband on you, whatever, and you get hit with that smell right in your fucking face. Sergeant Pepperoni's. You look to your right, you see that little glass window, you see that little pizza rack spinning with hot, delicious cheeses, about 4 different kinds, $3-4 slices. It's not Detroit style, but it's a pretty good thin crust, especially in the bar area of, a bowling alley slash, music venue. So you get what you get. But it's always been a staple at the Magic Stick. Every time you eat at least a slice, have a PBR or a ginger ale, whatever you feel. They also did vegan pizza, shit like that. So if you got one, good for you. If you didn't, good for you, I guess. But you fucking missed out. Anyways, Suffer No Fools was up next. I caught them, and they were great to hear. Love those guys. They are from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. If you have not heard them, you fucking check them out. They definitely put on a great show. They have lots of friends all over the fucking place. They had a new song that came out May 22nd called The Hard Way. It's great. It's on Heroes and Martyrs, the record label. They will be dropping an EP or a new record with Heroes and Martyrs, so that'll be dope. I don't know when that's happening, but solid dudes, make great music, and they do it well. So if you know, you know. If you don't, go find out. After that was Haywire. In my opinion, that was one of the best sets of the night. Fucking Austin is a maniac on the stage. He really knows how to bring the excitement, get everybody riled up. Even at the beginning, he was handing out those little popper things where you twist the bottom of them. But like they were like fucking oversized XL ones. And I don't know how many were given out, but way too many. Because when they went off, right when he did Sweet Caroline, he starts off by singing Sweet Caroline, then na 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 na, and then boom, everybody set off those little fucking confetti things, and you couldn't see shit. If you were in the pit, you basically had your eyes shut because there was so much of it. It was a little intimidating, but if you're gonna fucking go see Haywire, you better be in that pit. I mean, at one point, I don't even think you had a choice unless you were standing by the bar or something because it was big. It was fun. That whole set was fucking wild. And after that was Build and Destroy. Other Detroit legends. Been a band. At least 12 years. Maybe longer. Maybe 14. Maybe 15. But it was good to see them do a shit live. Speaking of, Razzle Dazzle, two of the dudes from that are in that band. They are now on Heroes and Martyrs Records. They're going to be dropping some new shit eventually. I don't know when. But they are also on a show in October with Gorilla Biscuits and the Sissy Boys. Woo, woo. You will get into them. And also Negative Approach. And that's going to be at the Tangent Gallery. I think tickets are around $30, maybe $35, but well worth it. I would pay the $30 just to go see fucking Razzle Dazzle and the Sissy Boys. So, go see that. After Build and Destroy was Detroit's fucking hardest, D Block. As usual, people just go absolutely fucking bonkers. They started out with 10-9-9-9. In my opinion, that is one of the hardest songs that they have written to this day. And just the whole set that really set the tone, them doing that song. It doesn't get much better. Especially seeing them at the Magic Stick with all, the bells and whistles, the lights, and the fucking just a crazy loud sound system. And everybody from all over the country, from all over the world, gathered to witness D Block in their hometown once again. It doesn't get any better than that. Shout out to all of them guys. They know they did just an amazing job, and I can't say enough good things about them. I'm even drinking my beer. Not like I didn't drink enough over the weekend. Anyways, after D Block was Brace War. It was good to see Brace War. I have never seen them. They dropped last year at the B&B Bowl. I was excited to see them then, and they had to drop for whatever reason. But I got to see him Friday night. That was interesting. Sounded great live, as good as ever. I watched about 3.5 minutes of Fury. I had to get home. Great reason why. You want to know why? Because of the smoked motherfucking queso. That's why. That is the most important thing to ever come into my life, right next to hardcore. So I had to put the time and the energy and the passion into creating such a fantastic slow cooker full of that. That's the word. So I heard nothing but good things and seen super awesome videos about No Warning. It's cool they came to Detroit. I probably won't ever see them again. So sucks I missed it. But you got to do what you got to do. And also Ceremony. I've seen just like crazy amount of videos. I heard they did a mix of even more newer stuff and the old stuff. So they were never one of my most favorite bands. They kind of missed me with that whole shit. So I don't know. If you weren't there, you probably missed out. I know I missed out. It's always good to see, whether you like the band or not, it's always cool to see the reactions. It's just is what it is, motherfucker. So I go home after the show. I fucking, I have all my queso shit ready to smoke it in the morning because it's good, a few days after, but it's always best when it's fresh out of the smoker. It's no secret how to make it. You just gotta do your own research and fine tune to your preference. With that being said, got the queso all prepped, and I wake up in the morning. It's fucking game time. We had the 2 pre-shows. It was good times. Those felt like normal shows, but the fest is here. The big motherfucking day that everybody's been looking forward to since last year. It's just fantastic to wake up and feel that way. It's like, fuck Christmas, fuck payday, fuck vacation. Tied Down is here. That's what everybody wanted, right? That's what you got. I get there a little bit early because I bring the queso, and I just to see the room empty, knowing what's about to go on, is quite a privilege. To see it with less than 100 people at the time, maybe 200 people in there at the absolute most, and to know it's about to be filled up front to back, side to side, in and out, cars everywhere. And then you go to the green room. Say, oh, yeah, where do you want the queso? Put it over here. Put it over here. Thankfully, they got the issue figured out, but they were having problems with the power in the green room. I don't know, too much power being pulled in every direction, which they eventually figured it out. Shout out to whoever knows how to fix electricity, because that would have been ugly. Anyways, I got to look at the actual lineup. I only got the flyers, and that's not the order that they were in necessarily. But to start the day off, it was Risk. And, of course, if you've been paying attention at all the past couple years, you would know all about Risk, even though they were around quite a while ago. Then they started to come back just before the pandemic. They recorded something, and they were going to start doing shows, and boom, fucking COVID hit. So they stuck with it, got through all the bullshit, and throughout being busier than ever, putting out music. They did a split with Fool's Game. I can only assume they'll have some new stuff here in the next few months or so. It'd be good. Shout out to that whole band. They killed it just to fucking start the day off right. And another thing I just want to go back on, they really did a good job of getting a lot of the people inside of the venue before the first band started. They have that figured out. It went perfect. But then Ankle Biter was after them. I did not watch Ankle Biter. I was making sure my queso I didn't shut the fucking power down in the green room. I wanted to make sure I was able to tend to that at all times, so everybody got the optimum experience. But after Ankle Biter was Detroit's only the one and only Jimmy Lawson from Edgeman Printing. It's his band with the homie Mike and Wade, and also Janie. And I don't know the drummer's name, I'm sorry. But that whole band fucking rips, and they had a great set. They had the coolest fucking merch. I got me a camo fucking bad beat, like a fisherman's hat, or the bucket hat, that's what you call them. That's what the kids call them. It's my favorite color of camo, the OG camo color. But Detroit really showed up, and so many new fans. They're such a new band. It's so good to see them have such a crazy reaction. So, shout out to them. You can still get their shit on Triple B Records. They had a really cool LP there. I don't know. I never seen it before the day of the show, but it was Billy Madison was on the cover of the album. It was really funny to see that shit. I don't know if they're going to put it up. If they did already, I haven't been paying attention. But if not, you snooze, you lose, motherfucker. Cosmic Joke was after them. I heard them playing. Once again, had to go tend to the queso. I think it was one of their first shows was last year at Tied Down. I watched them then. They were really good, and they have only grown since then. They've done a lot. I'm lying. They haven't done a lot, but they are definitely relevant, and a lot of people like the band. They have grown a following, and good for them. Glad to see them back. I know they're friends of the fest, friends of Jimmy and all them, so gotta help the homies out. Ends of Sanity. If you did not listen to the podcast I did with James, the singer of the band from North Carolina, sick fucking band. They did great. I was excited to see them. Crowd went off as usual. I mean, what do you want at 1:15 in the afternoon? It's like great reactions for that early. So shit, man, can't even be mad. And Belmore played. Belmore, however you say it. Connecticut's own. Fuck, they'll be back here next week, June 11th, with Magnitude and Combust and Contained and Hardcount are both on that show opening up Detroit's own. Check them out. Shout out to all them fucking guys. Dude, and after them, of course, Trail of Lies makes their return back to Detroit. Crazy, crazy set. A lot of people going off. So much energy that band puts out, and the way you feel the room getting darker by each band. You feel the negative energy start to set in, and everybody, knows what the fuck's about to happen, because after Trail of Lies, Connecticut's own, Laid to Rest took the stage. It was just as crazy as you'd expect for Laid to Rest. It's everything you'd ever want from Laid to Rest. If you're looking for something else other than complete chaos and violence and carnage, you're in the wrong fucking room when Laid to Rest is on the stage, because that's what you're going to get. And that's what we got. To see. It's something else. I've never seen them before, so I was excited to feel that energy. It definitely lets you know that there is a dark force in the room, and there's no denying how shit can get when such a hard fucking band is in the room. Man, I liked it. I swear, I feel like I must have got kicked in the head during that set. After Laid to Rest was End It, Baltimore's own, Be More, motherfucker. Akil is one of the funniest frontmen and the most charismatic frontmen in the hardcore scene these days. He knows how to put out a show. He knows how to entertain the crowd in between songs when they're whatever, tuning or whatever the fuck goes on in between songs. He just makes everybody smile and laugh, and he's so engaging, and it's almost like a hypnotizing set, like in between the songs. Like you're like, what is Akil gonna say today? It's like, what song is he gonna come out singing, man? It's always a surprise. It's always a fun time. So if you haven't caught End It and you're from Detroit, you've been slipping for a long fucking time. But If you seen them for the first time, I bet you loved it. After that was Chicago's own Weekend Nachos. Everybody was super excited to see them. Shit was wild, as usual. Especially with them just coming back, starting to do shows again. I didn't watch the whole set because I had to go check the queso. As usual, got to make sure it's fucking not burning or sticking to the inside. You got to make sure people see it. You got to make sure they've tried it. I did a vegetarian one and one with meat. You know this already. I'm pushing it. I'm shoving it down your fucking throat. But yeah, Weekend Nachos never tend to disappoint with the energy the band brings and the participation from the crowd. After that was 100 motherfucking Demons. They murdered it. This will be the last time they ever play in Detroit, as far as I'm aware, as far as they're aware. Somebody asked me, where were you during 100 Demons? Because I talked all that shit. Oh, I'm going to kill everybody during 100 Demons. I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to be the hardest mosher there. Well, guess what? I changed my mind. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I soaked it all in with every ounce of my being without keeping my head on a swivel. And I think it was a good choice. Because what were you doing? You're getting kicked in your head acting like an animal. And more power to you. That shit's awesome. Just to see everybody go absolutely bonkers for every song, sing along to every word. It's fantastic. Pity Sex was after that. I did not watch them. But they sounded well. I was over in the area. They sounded very good. I've never seen them. I've never even really listened to them that much, but I know they had a big following. People do like them. And there's a lot of sweaty people when they were done playing. After that was Angel Dust, always bringing the heat. Justice from TUI is the singer of that band. Everybody loves him. It's a crazy fun time. Good songs. It's not TUI, but a lot of people love the band. I like the band. It's one of the more tolerable side projects of some of these hardcore people. Sometimes you're like, stick to hardcore. But I can definitely listen to that shit. Killing Time. It was great to see them. I've never seen them before. Maybe I never will see them again. Maybe you'll never see them again. Unless you go see them at, somewhere out of state. But I always wanted to hear those songs live. I've always seen bands do covers of those songs. So I've always been listening to it for fucking 20 plus years. And it was cool to see, once again, the people there going off, having fun, all the young kids knowing the words. That's still really cool. After them was Twitching Tongues. Oh, wait. Twitching fucking Tongues. That was a hell of a show. Just as I expected, everybody just going fucking bonkers. All the girls. Woo! Girls screaming. They did a Misfits cover. That was fucking so good to hear Last Caress. He obviously has a great voice, and the band is very talented and heavy as fuck. I don't know, but the shirts they make are fucking hilarious, but the one that comes to mind is when it says, soft as fuck, but harder than you. Facts. After that was God's Hate. It's like fucking Twitching Tongues with a couple different members. To see that band live is always fun. They are just on another level of like popularity in this scene compared to most. Like they're up there with the Terror and the Drains and all, obviously Twitching Tongues. Like it's same participation, same people, but when they just fucking tune it down a little bit, slow down them riffs a little bit, and Brody motherfucking King takes over the stage. He knows how to control and tell the crowd what to do. It's fantastic. And people just go crazy. I said this in a comment to them. To Austin Peters actually, because he posted it. It was a video of them. Kill them, kill them, kill them. Finish the job. And my wife and I were talking. Like, what would it have been like if you're just like, just somebody walking by in the neighborhood that has no idea what's going on in the venue, and they hear that fucking blasting from the walls. Kill them. Finish the job. Kill them all. was a little creeped out. I would have been interested. I would have looked in and said, what's going on in there? I want to kill people. That's exactly what was happening. People getting killed. Terror, need I say more? They always kill it. They bring a different energy. A lot of people come out of the green room for Terror. It becomes just like one big party on stage, and everybody knows every word to every song, and just the whole atmosphere is so positive when Scott Vogel's on the stage, and people participating, and more stage dives. Come on, everybody move up, more stage dives. It's somehow the energy just gets higher and higher for them too every time, no matter the size of the stage or room. It's just constant go. And it's always the best time. And Drain, what the fuck? That band is wild. It's like once again, where do all the people come from? It's like, of course it's a great band. Everybody loves the band. I love the band. But the participation for them just gets times 2, times 3 compared to Terror. And you wouldn't even think that's possible. But it is. And just to see people jumping off the stage with inflatable sharks and fucking squirt guns and acting crazy. And everyone's goofing around, having a fucking big old goofy time when 3 hours earlier, it was every man for himself, fucking kill everybody. And that's crazy that it goes from one thing to another, just like that. Hardcore is fucking wild, yo. But with that being said, that was all of day one. Shit's sick, bro. Day 2, the Sissy Boys. Shout out to the Sissy Boys. They're the next big thing. Everybody loves that band. All their people from West Michigan, it honestly look like, when you say there's young kids in this scene, it doesn't get any younger than the group of kids that the Sissy Boys brings out. And it's the most positive, fun time because, man, it's just so pure, their reactions and the fun they're having. It's not, it's like it's their first time doing it. It just looks like the first time in the best way because it's so much energy and so much love, and like the passion just shines through with those guys. And congratulations to all of them. They just fucking graduated high school. At least 1 or 2 of them I know did. It looks like the whole band just fucking graduated. I know they had their little commencement suit on, whatever that's called, what you wear to graduation. That was a long time ago. I don't remember what it was called. Cap and gown, that's it. But they did their damn thing and got off the stage for Move BHC, Boston Hardcore. Solid band, always putting out positive, strong messages. They come out on the stage with the all intentions of sharing their opinions and values and how they feel about certain things and trying to change the things that they care about for the better using their platform. And it's like, it's a lot of people share the same opinions they do, and it's cool for them to reach out to a bigger audience with what they have to say with such a positive message and good time in the hardcore scene. Fool's Game. I love Fool's Game. Fucking Philly. PAHC. Clemo, the motherfucking man. He brings a lot of energy to the stage. They are so fun to see live. I love Fool's Game. Clemo's the fucking man. Solid, good heart. High fives and hugs anytime we see each other. It doesn't get any better. Detroit, Big Deal was up next, and they killed it. Honestly, just being honest here now, Joe, The reaction that you guys got blew me away. With that time slot, I was wondering, it's only 4 bands ahead, but I'm so glad you guys got the reaction you did and the participation from the crowd. So many people knew the songs. They knew when to mosh. They knew when to two-step. They knew when to fucking jump off the stage. And then for all the guest spots that you guys gave to our friends, it's just fun to see. So cool to see everybody on the stage fucking putting on for Detroit, singing the words. Everybody got a little piece of the spotlight, and because it's all of your friends, the people you love and care for. It's really cool to see. And I hope you guys go even further and do even more and gain an even bigger following. So, congratulations. After them, the room just got a little bit darker. Division of Mind took the stage. I watched a couple songs of them, but when you hear Division of Mind, you know exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and who's going to be a part of it. The crazy, scary moshers show up and fucking bust people open. You know what I actually did notice? Even though Saturday had the larger amount of harder, scarier bands, I've seen a lot more injuries on Sunday. I think maybe everybody was a little tired. Their reaction time was off, so they were getting punched in the head, slipping and falling, fucking bleeding, teeth knocked out, black eyes, whatever. But after them was Seed of Pain. I did not watch Seed of Pain, but I heard them. I love hearing. I think they did a Negative Approach cover. I'm almost positive they did. Shout out to them for that. And they also did was it Hardcore Pride? Yeah, their Hardcore Pride, the version 1, 2, and 3. Shout out to them. Colin of Arabia was up next. I don't know what I can say about that band. Fucking very, very, very special band. He's a very special human. He puts on such a good show, and the way he deals with the crowd. When you first heard of Colin of Arabia way back in the early 2000s and the whole Boston Beatdown era and shit like that, you think of, like if you've ever seen any of the footage, you see him in it, and he could be the same person, but he doesn't seem like the same person. He was very approachable, easy to talk to. I was fortunate enough to say hello, and there's some people you just look up to and admire over the years, regardless of what they have or haven't done. People will catch your eye and just imagine they'd be cool. And then when I heard him do the Hard Lore podcast, I think it was last year or maybe the year before, it's like you get to hear his story and the things he's done and him as a normal person beyond the 5 minutes he was in the Boston Beatdown fucking videos. He's a very interesting guy. He's very smart. He cares a whole lot about a lot of things, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. And he loves the Boston Bruins, and he is the keeper of the faith. And, yeah, it's a very special band. He's a very special person. And the shirt he had was even better. I'm trying to remember what it said. Oh, yeah. It says, I fuck to come, not to conceive. That's a funny-ass shirt. But after them was that sick motherfucker Greg Falchetto's band. Hold My Own. He did it. He sure as hell called me out. I don't know when it was, but it was during the set sometime. I heard him say, "Where's Rob P?" I was standing literally right in front of him. He said, "Where's that sick fuck at?" I was like, "I'm right here." He said, "Don't let me down, you motherfucker." So, Greg, if you listen to this, I hope I did not let you down. You're an amazing human, and you put on a hell of a set, and you keep the crowd going and make it so much fun and dangerous at the same time. And everybody in Hold My Own, all of those dudes are so fucking cool. They have always been there. The rest of the band is fucking Chicago guys. So, Ancient, Kush, and Sergio. When I had Sector come out in like 2021 when MH Chaos was, still doing their shit. And I got to meet all those guys, and we've just kind of bonded ever since. So it's, once again, you have these relationships when you put yourself out there to talk and meet other people. And it's, I'm very fortunate to know people like them. They're fucking great, and they do a lot for the scene. So after them was the Mystery Set. As everybody knows now, it was Tsunami. It's crazy. They really had this shit under wraps. Under fucking wraps. And then once you got there, Saturday, you started noticing people like, oh, some the people from the Bay are here. Like, I wonder, are they playing? Is it going to be Big Boy? Is it going to be Tsunami? Is it going to be Gulch? Right? You said Sammy from Drain was there. Fucking Joseph from Tsunami, obviously. Anything could have happened. I thought maybe it was going to be Mind Force or fucking Crush Your Soul. I was even looking forward to maybe it being, because I know Mind Force was in Chicago like a day or two before that. So yeah, anything was possible. But obviously, once they started setting up on stage, everybody knew. If they didn't already know, I don't know. I didn't have a fucking clue, that's for sure, till, and then I narrowed it down to a very, very few possibilities once those people started showing up and died down. But they ripped it. Even after that set, Gates to Hell, they held their own. They kept it high energy, lots of people still going crazy for them. The room didn't empty out to breathe because it was crazy for Tsunami. So people stuck around for Gates to Hell. Great reaction. I love that band. Louisville's own, Louisville, all the above. They definitely represent and have been on the up and up since they started being a band. Who else we got? 3 Knee Deep. That's a good set. I watched them as well. I think everybody took a breather for them, started taking a breather between Gates to Hell and Ingrown. The room kind of cleared out, but I enjoyed it. Ingrown, I think, was the largest pit of the night. Fucking crazy. I mean, at one point anyway. At that point, I suppose, it was enormous. Soul Search, people, fucking the downriver trash that I associate with, was super excited. Super excited to see Soul Search. That's when all hell broke loose. Fucking, that's when all the blood and broken bones started showing up for the most part. And they set it off. Everyone got real ugly for them. Then No Pressure was after them. I did not watch No Pressure. I took a break. You got to take a break. I took my little break in between Soul Search and Soul Search and Never Ending Game, because Never Ending Game just is gonna take the motherfucking cake. They did in fact take the cake for their time slot. It was great. They played all the classics, all the good songs, all the shit everybody can sing along to, and that's every song. He said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a deep cut." I said, "What deep cut, motherfucker? Everybody knows every song. There's no deep cut." But no, it's one they don't do often. They did Angels and Wings. That was cool to hear live. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen it live that I remember. I've seen them a fucking 1,000 times at this point. After that, Youth of Today. Oh, shit. I watched almost all of their set, and everything I expected. Everything I expected it to be. I've never seen them before. Very fortunate to be able to watch them play, and everybody fucking gets so hyped for it. It's just exactly what you would expect. And Have Heart, from what I've seen, it looked like it was a great fucking night. I'm surprised that stage didn't collapse with how many people were on it. That's, God, even like the Bane sets and shit I've ever seen. Like, I don't think I've seen that many people on the stage. And it's fucking beautiful to see everybody come out and show up and still know every word to every song. and sing along the way they did. And they have such a positive message, and everybody can relate to them, whether you like the sound of the music or whatnot. And they just kill it every time. And that wrapped up the Fast Have Heart. I don't know what to say. It was fucking crazy. Whew. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Curtis. Shout out to everybody involved in making that whole thing run. Takes a lot. Takes a lot of people. A well-polished team familiar with each other that gets along. Sure, there are some overwhelming moments, I'm sure, but whenever you bumped into anybody part of the team, they had a smile on their face and, just on the go. Like, if you want to talk, you better walk with them because they're not stopping. Fuck yeah. That shit was fire. I can't wait till next year. I can't wait to see what they have in store. Shit. A couple personal points that I want to point out. Greg Falchetto is a sick fuck. He definitely is one of my favorite humans of all time. He's a lot of people's favorite human. And he'll put a smile on your face. He'll fucking make you laugh. He'll make you laugh by putting you down. What a character. But it was cool to meet all the new people who either recognized, a small handful of people that listen to my podcast. It's cool for them to stop and say, hey, I like what you do. I'm very appreciative. It's hard to take. It's hard to soak in. People liking what you do. It's a strange feeling, and it's not easy to accept it and embrace it. And with that, I want to say thank you for all the hellos and high fives and the pictures with my friends that I'm fucking too stupid to ask to take pictures with. So like just if you see me, take a picture with me, okay? And then send it to me. Then I'll have it. But whatever. That's me being open and honest. Shout out to Purple Doritos for Sam, the man. I hope you got your Doritos. I hope you enjoyed them. If you ever need me for anything, I'm here for you if I'm available. You're an inspiration to the production side of things and how shows are ran. I've never seen you so busy and so well composed with all the chaos that you've had to endure over the years of doing the shows and whatever else you do for Jimmy and Curtis and the Crowfoot. Like I said, if you ever need anything and I'm around, I'm here for you. You're the man. I'm going to bring you more Purple Doritos. And the queso, to anybody who ever got to try the queso in the back in the green room, I hope you enjoyed it. That's my gift to people. I hope it went over well. I know it's something I can bring the heat with. I'm more confident with my queso than I am anything in my fucking life. So, from me to you, I hope you enjoy it. It's not going anywhere. I'll bring it anywhere. You fucking tell me you want queso, it's yours. Let me know. I don't know. Just some silly shit here. Just a whole bunch of silly shit. It's cool to see everybody in the same room. And everybody having a good time. Doesn't matter your age. We're all there for the same thing. And whether it's a band, somebody's 20 years older than you or 2 years older than you, it's okay to look up to people and admire them for their talent and what they brought to the scene and things that they've done that have either inspired you or made you feel a certain way or something you've related to. It only takes a second to, tell them, good job, or I like what you do. So don't be afraid to reach out to people and give them positive feedback, because it'll keep them going longer than you will ever know. So now I'm going to answer some of the questions that I asked you to ask me on Instagram. So here I go. Let me find it. I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't have my shit together. I was going to try the Instagram live thing, but honestly, I chickened out. I didn't want to do it. I was like, I don't want people bothering me while I'm trying to talk. I'll be so sidetracked and fucked up. But, okay, so the first one is, so you didn't get kicked in the face during Laid to Rest, did you? I sure as fuck got kicked in the head during Laid to Rest. It's nothing you wouldn't expect from a Laid to Rest set. If you were there in the room, you knew what fucking time it was, and that's exactly what happened. Shout out to Josh Saucin from Liuda. His response is, how many slices of Little Caesars did you eat? How about fuck you, Josh? I ate 2 slices of Little Caesars, for that matter. 2 in the same box. I didn't get 2 boxes. 1 box, 2 slices. Delicious. From fucking Jimmy Galero's Top Floor Tapes. That's his food truck. He manages it. He runs it. And so, if you ever see that around, you peek your head in that window and say, Jimmy. And, we're going to move on. Big O Slug. Fat Bill from Neverending Game. How many 17-year-olds did Unk murder in the Hold My Own pit? A few. When Greg called me out, when he said exactly what he was going to do, was call me out, he did. And I hope I did not let him down. I maybe murdered at least 11 17-year-olds. So I hope they're okay. I hope they enjoyed Hold My Own, because I know I did. And shout out to fucking Will from NEG, the fucking riff master, and Gridiron. Oh shit. And Detain. Oh shit. He's the man. From PA to the D. My man Marks from Philly. He's, how many Little Caesar slices can one old head eat and still spin kick for 100 demons? I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong old head. I would never refer to myself as an old head, but I may be at this point. But I can imagine with as fucking grimy and sloppy as a 100 Demons fan is, they could eat about 16 slices of pizza and still spin kick for 100 Demons. Kenny Smith, the man from motherfucking Stop at Nothing and Retribution, the old Retribution, Detroit Retribution, Straight Edge Retribution. He said the best mosher of the weekend. If I had to say the best mosher of the weekend, I would say it was you, Kenny Smith. I think, honestly, with all due respect, you might have been the oldest person in the most pits the entire weekend. Like I said, with all due respect, you are always there. You're always in the pit. You always are singing along. You know every word to every song to every fucking band ever written. And you have the biggest heart. But you're not the best mosher of the weekend. I'll give that to fucking Joey Shell, man. I gotta give it to Joey Shell. He's the youngest and most in shape, hardest mosher, always on the stage. It goes to him. My man Rory, the drummer of Escalation of Force, what do you say? Who was your favorite band that tied down this year? 100 Demons. At the main fest, anyway. I've been looking forward to see them here again and to see them on the big old tied down stage with the whole crowd going absolutely fucking crazy. I watched them and soaked it in and enjoyed it as much as I possibly could. I tried to keep my phone out of my hand, but you know how hard it is. Everybody knows. I wanted to record the whole thing, but you just want to look at the band and watch them go. That fucking 100 Demons machine fucking rip. And they did. What band really surprised you or blew you away this year? That's a good question. Let me go back to the lineup here because I'm not sure. Because at this point, with all the social media and the live videos, you kind of know what's going to go. You know what's going to go hard for that weekend. I don't really think there's any surprises. But the one thing I was really looking forward to seeing was watching some of the bands, like from a better view than some. I'm trying to be nice and say it was just cool to watch some bands from the stage and see the reaction, especially Drain. Like to watch it from like their point of view, to see everybody fucking just go crazy right in front of you and see Sammy get sucked into the front of the crowd and lose the microphone and get fucking jumped on. It's always great. It's always so fucking good. But if I had to pick an answer, I said it already. I was surprised by the Big Deal set. To watch that and see them as like, the fun local band they are here, to see them reach out to people that either, who aren't from here, to see them come here and be as excited as we are when they play a show. So yeah, I'll go with Big Deal. Shout out to that whole entire fucking band. All great guys. Another one from Rory. So what band did you miss that you wish you would have caught? I'd say No Warning. I wanted to watch them. I know it's like a crazy party set, and I missed it. I wish I would have seen them. Who knows? Might see them again. Never fucking know. And also, Rory, again, did you eat out at any of the food trucks in the back? If so, which one? Was their food slapping? Or was your food slapping? Yeah, I had pizza, but one thing I tell you is the Full Rack barbecue place that has been there the past couple of years. If I didn't eat pizza, that would be my next suggestion and always my choice. Because great macaroni and cheese, great sides, great brisket and pulled pork, so fucking good. So you can go eat that somewhere on the east side of Detroit, or like on the east side of Detroit. They have a brick and mortar shop. You can go there, hit it up. This guy, favorite set of the weekend, or even top 3. I would, like I said, 100 Demons, and I would go E-Town, and then shit. I don't know. Fuck, probably Terror. Terror, maybe? It's so hard. It's all so good. Like, you just feel so high in the moment that it always feels so high in the moment. It's hard to remember, honestly. Chris Sherbert, the best photographer on the fucking Tied Down roster. I love him. His question is, well, that's more of a response. He said, walking up and getting to smoke with y'all before going in was exactly what I needed to start it off. That's what I needed too, buddy. That's why you caught me out front and fucking at 9:30 in the morning blazing a fat-ass infused joint. That's where we were, getting high as a motherfucker. Gotta calm the nerves before the fun, Aiden, the singer of Contained, said, Rob motherfucking P, bitch. That's right. You heard it from him. I heard it from everybody all fucking weekend. That's going to be another one from Uncle Terry to Rob motherfucking P. So, what else is next, huh? On a scale of 1 to 10, where does Have Heart's set rank for you in the history of sets you've seen? Shh. That's a loaded question, sir. If you haven't got the hint by the end of this podcast, I did not stick around for Have Heart with as much regret as I feel. And to see the videos, it looked like it was an 11 out of 10. If I was there, I could imagine the energy was just astounding, and to see all the people on the stage is wild, and have such a positive, crazy environment. Like I said it before, it's a different energy when they're on the stage. I've seen them before, and it's all fun, positivity, like hard moshing, but great stage dives and fucking people crying and all in their feelings. So yeah, I don't know. Next question, please. Benny Cyodine. Oh shit. His band Cyodine. It's the crossover thrash thing. He works at Edgeman. He's their hardcore apprentice, so go find his band Cyodine. They got some new shit dropping here. He sent it over to me. It's fucking hard. They got one of the best bassists I've ever heard. So when that comes out, but he said, what band were you surprised that you were either on the fence about or not even on your radar? Like I said, man, with what I do, I try to do as much research as possible on these bands and find out who I will make time to see and who I will skip for, for that day. And shit, I don't know. That's kind of like the same fucking answer that I just gave for the other thing. So I don't know. Next question. I can't answer that, Benny. Yank.crime. He says, predicting that the Sissy Boys are going to blow up now. I think we're all predicting that now. They have made a statement that they are here for fun and here to fight. And it was cool to see them actually on the stage when there's like a big ass pylon for one of their songs, and the singer was kind of kneeled down, and he was looking at Sonny from Hate 5.6's camera and like pointing at the crowd and just like shrugging his shoulders, like, what is this? So for him to be able to do that, to have the balls and confidence to look into the Hate 5.6 glass hole of death and do that. That shows that these guys are really, really, really going to put everything they have into it. And shout out to them. I can't wait to see what they do. Go find their music, listen to them, support them. Muskegon hardcore motherfucker. Jimmy G, why weren't you moshing to 100 Demons, you bozo? Because I didn't fucking want to, you bozo. I was eating your pizza instead. No, I was chilling. This guy, it's R1603760706693S156496, says, if you got in the green room, you got to give us a rundown of the food and the hospitality back there. It is astonishing. It's better fucking catering and hospitality than I would give to anybody in my own home, even to my own family. So, there was just fucking barrels of different kinds of Faygo, like big, like round coolers filled with ice with any kind of Faygo you wanted. They had the Monster, the Vans Warped Tour water. They had like the fizzy water, whatever that's called, and then the deep well water. And boy, was I sucking those down. This shit, fuck Liquid Death. That's some good ass water. And then what else they have? They had snacks. It's like they went to Sam's Club or Costco and bought every fucking snack like possible and just put it into a bunch of buckets on the table. It was awesome. They had vegetables and fruit and dip. They had a whole fucking pound of free weed. You grind it up yourself and pack your own joints. That was awesome. They had hot dog rollers with vegan hot dogs and regular hot dogs, and they had cheese and chili. And of course, my queso was right in that area. And if you fucked up and didn't put that on a hot dog, so you might as well just kill yourself now. But with all that, all the PBR, they had non-alcoholic beer. They had a full open bar. Somebody serving, pouring cocktails, whatever you wanted. It was the food. They had fucking Bucharest, and then a little later on in the day, Jet's Pizza. Same thing for the following day. So, damn, it goes. Man, they really go. I don't know if they go. It seems above and beyond, but I've never been in the green room of like any other festival, so I don't know exactly what goes on at other places. But if it got any better than that, I'd be surprised. I mean, some of these fucking hardcore street people, shit, like some people are actually street people. And it's probably the best shit they've had in a long time. And then, the rest of us are just like, holy shit, it's fucking amazing. Shout out to Jeremy, my dog. He said, how many PBRs were put down by us this weekend? Answer, not enough. I agree, Jeremy. We need to get together very soon, have a barbecue, and drink more beers, and do other things, and have a lot of fun together, because I love you, and I don't see you enough. Brian Rogers from the DHC Podcast and Network. He said, "Did you actually mosh or what, bro?" Yes, I actually moshed. Did you not see me? Did you not watch Hold My Own, Brian? That and Laid to Rest and a few other bands. I didn't go crazy. I did not go crazy. I was chilling, enjoying it. But also my favorite set, including the pre-shows, also from Brian. Yeah, like I said, like 100 Demons, fucking Terror. I really enjoyed Laid to Rest. God, just that intensity is fucking bonkers. But that's all the questions. Until next year, I don't know, man. That's fucking wild. I don't know how the lineup could be beaten. I don't know what they have in store. They probably already have a whole damn list of bands that weren't on this year that they're going to get for next year. And it's only going to be bigger and better if that's even possible. I'm going to wrap this up. Big shout out to everybody. It fucking goes without saying. It's been said. The names have been mentioned 10,000 times, and I'm sure they're like, all right, we get it. We fucking did great. You don't get it. You put in a lot for everybody and your entire scene. And I don't think there's enough appreciation and gratitude that can be given to you guys. And much love to everybody. Anybody who's from out of state that came to Detroit, to participate in this fucking crazy shit we have over here. Thank you. On my small behalf, I speak for myself, but it's crazy to see, and it is humbling, and it makes you think of what you really do have in your own backyard. Sometimes a lot of people are negative and look at what they don't have, and if there's one thing that you do have, then life ain't so fucking bad. With all of that, an hour and 7 minutes into it, thank you very much for listening to my retarded wrap-up of Tied Down 2024. Till the next podcast, go fuck yourself.